Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I wanted to take and use this video to share a bit of knowledge that I had passed on to some other folks in a 2.5D or 3D CNC carving group. I mean, we all have different backgrounds and all have different knowledge. A lot of my maker background started with 3D printers. I enjoyed building them and playing with them, and I've been doing that for a long time. So working with some of the STL files and 3D files and stuff is something I've been doing for a while. And I know in the CNC community, depending on your background and where you came up, the computer side of it might be the harder part or the less known part. And so I was helping someone that had a project that included a 3D file, and they were a little bit stuck. And I don't use Vectric myself, but what I understand is in the Vectric Desktop edition, so not Aspire. I believe Aspire can handle multiple STLs, but in the desktop edition, it can handle 2.5D cuts, but you can only import a single STL into the project. And so the person I was helping had three items. They were all separate STLs, and they wanted to import them all and carve them in one project, but they weren't sure how to do that. And so I was able to help using something as simple as, in my case here, Bambu Studio. That's my current printer is a P2S. And so I used Bambu Studio to import those three STLs, merge them together in a layout that worked, and then export them as a single STL. There's tons of different ways to do that operation. You can use Tinkercad, you can use Fusion, you can use Blender and Mesh Mixer. There's all kinds of different tools, but I already had Bambu Studio installed. It was a relatively straightforward. The files were relatively straightforward. They wanted to combine, so it was quick and easy to do in here. So I thought I would take a few minutes today for those that might not be aware, that might be running into similar issues, or maybe this solves a problem for you, but how you can use a open source 3D printer slicer to prepare and manage some of your 3D files so you can get them ready for CNC work. So in this case, I'm using Bambu Studio, but you can also use Prusa Slicer and as well Orca Slicer. Those are both very well supported community-driven projects. Like I said, my printer happens to be a Bambu, so I'm using their slicer. A lot of the buttons and look and feel between Bambu Studio, Orca Slicer, and Prusa Slicer are very similar. So a lot of these things, there is equivalent C, or the buttons will look almost identical across those slicers. So just know that even if you don't have a Bambu printer, you could download Bambu Studio if you want and use it for this purpose. You don't have to have a Bambu printer, as well as you could use Orca Slicer or Prusa Slicer as well. Lots of different videos on how to install those, but in this case, I'm just going to go through how to kind of three operations, maybe four, how to work with STL files, how to get them set up so that if you are stuck or maybe need to import, can only import a single STL, but you want multiple STLs in one project, how you can use a tool like this to do that. So I've done a little bit of pre-work, so you'll probably see some similar file names. But anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to open up my first STL file. So I've just got this coin. It has nothing on the back. It's just a flat back, and it has a dragon on the front. It was part of a STL pack that had three coins. So let's say I did have Vectric Desktop, and I could only import a single STL into my project. What I can do is, if I wanted to carve three coins, I can hit the plus sign, and I've got these other two coins I want to carve as well. So when you load multiple items, like I just did, it's going to ask if multiple parts were detected. Do you want it as a single object with multiple parts? In this case, no, I want to treat each object individually. So no, and now it's going to import those other two coins. So now I can click on them, I can drag them around, I can move them around in the workspace here, and I can zoom in and out as needed. So what I can do is I can just kind of eyeball arrange them so they're all just slightly touching, let's say. And then if I hold down Control and click on each one of them, it's going to select them all. The other option is I can right click on the plate and I can say select all, and that will select them all as well. From there, I have a couple options. I can go up to here and I can do a mesh Boolean. I can also right click on the face of the coins and I can merge these. So in my case, I'm going to take and I'm going to merge these. And then what you can do once they're merged, I can right click again and there's an option to export as one STL file. So if I do that, it's going to ask me to give it a name. And I'm going to give it a name and I'm going to say save. So you can see here that I have coin 1, 3, and 2, and they're still somewhat separate. But if I click the little plus button and I bring in the coins combine, I didn't spell that right, but that's okay. And I import that, you can see here on the side, I now just have, I'll move this now. I have this one STL that is the 3 coins. So the nice thing with this is, like I said, when you import this into Vectric Desktop, it's seen as just a single STL, even though it includes all 3 of these coins. So some of the other reasons you might want to, or whatever, might want to use this is, let's say for instance, I'm going to split this into objects again. So now they're going to be 3 separate STLs again, which is good. So let's say, for instance, these 2 pieces were going to be below, and this one was a larger component, or I wanted it to be larger. What I can do in Bambu Studio is I can go up here and I can click on Scale, and I can use Uniform Scale, and I can make this, let's say, 150%. Oops, 150%. Tab. So now this one coin is twice the size of the others. So now I could place it like here. Again, kind of just make sure they're touching a little bit. And again, hold the control keys, right click and merge. And then I can say export as one STL. And so this is a way that you could manipulate and manage STL files for your purposes, depending on your project and need. The other thing that you can do with something like Bambu Studio or the other slicers is I can add, I'm going to import this geometry. So I can import a new file. So again, I'm kind of working with coins, but you can see this one has a details on both sides. So let's say I had a project and I wanted to carve this, but I want it both sides to be on one face. So what I can do is I can click on the STL and I can go to cut. So that brings up this interface here. So I'll reorientate. So you can see that right now we'd be dividing it in half. That's not quite the half I want. So what I want to do is I want to move and I want to split it like this. So if I put my mouse over these white tick marks, then it jumps to that and locks in at that angle. So I want to move up to 270 and I want to split it down the middle. And so after the cut, I can choose to either keep or delete those pieces. So I'm going to keep both pieces and I'm going to place them on the cut. So I want them flat on the bed. So I'm going to perform the cut. This model has looks like maybe a couple issues. I'm going to say yes to fix. This can take a little bit of time. So just be aware I may speed things up depending, but it has a couple errors and it's going to fix those. So I'm going to hit yes to fix those. All right, so it was able to fix those issues and put out the 3D file. So now you can see I've got the first half of the coin here, and I've got the other half. Obviously, this looks like it's upside down, so I will want to click here and rotate, and I can rotate that around again. If I put my mouse over the white tick marks, it'll jump to a specific angle for me, which is great. Okay, so again, I can move these so that they're closer to each other. Again, they don't actually need to touch. I keep saying they should be close, depending on your design. Let's say, for instance, in this case, I wanted them to be, I wanted there to be a fair bit of space between the two of them. I can move them so they are apart. I can, again, hold Control, click on both of them, right click, and I can even do something like align. Let's say I wanted to carve this into the top piece of a project, but I want them to be aligned, so top and bottom centered. There we go. So now they're centered this way, so they're in line with each other. So again, if I hold Control, click on both, right click, I can say export as one STL and give it a name. So now I've got, these two are separate pieces, but if I go in and I click here and I load in the Witcher coin 2 parts that I just made, what I'm going to get is a single STL file with white space in the middle and these two parts. So now I can import this one STL file into my Vectric project or any other CAD CAM software that will import STLs, and I can use those those in my project. So that's, again, just a way that you can use STL files, manage and prepare STL files for use in your CNC projects to get the look and the layout that you want, that may not be easy to do inside of the CNC software. So hopefully that's helpful. Like I said, there are some pretty powerful tools inside of these slicers that you can use to manipulate and work with 3D STL files. So hopefully that's helpful, and hopefully it can allow you to do some even more interesting projects. Hopefully, yeah. Thanks for your time.